Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Bubsy, Cool Spot, Sparks to the Rocket Knight, and Zool. What do these things all have in common? The answer is they were Mascot Platformers, and Mascot Platformers were everywhere in the 1990s. Every system had one, and the 3DO? Well, the 3DO had Gex. As you can see, I've recorded this gameplay footage using the Project Phoenix emulator. Now, onto the game. So, as you can see, Gex is a platform game developed by Crystal Dynamics. It was originally released on this format, the 3DO, in 1994. It was later ported by Beam Software to the PlayStation and Saturn, with Microsoft themselves publishing a Windows 95 edition. Now, the title character, as you can see, is a wisecracking, television-obsessed gecko who was voiced by American comedian Dana Gould, who must fight his way through the media dimension and defeat Rez, the overlord of the media dimension, who wants to turn Gex into his own personal network mascot. As you can see, this is achieved by a fairly standard at first approach to platforming. However, Gex being Gex, he has some unique abilities, such as the ability to cling to walls and ceilings and climb up them, much like a real live gecko. This allowed the game designers to make some impressive routes through the levels and a few changes. He has a couple of different attacks, including swallowing things with his tongue and whipping them with his tail, which can prove to be useful. Now, the game was in effect the 3DO's attempt to have a Mario or Sonic type title on it. This was standard in the 16-bit generation, and the developers felt going forward that the 32-bit generation, which is represented here by the 3DO, would need similar Mascot Platformers. Now, this proved to be rather popular at the time, being one of the 3DO's best-selling titles, and indeed it eventually was so popular it became the packing title for most of the world. Sales figures are a little difficult to come by for 3DO software, but most estimates place the total number of sales for Gex on the 3DO at somewhere between 750,000 units and 1 million units, which is a pretty good chunk of the overall 3DO marketplace. Now, as I said, the game was developed by Crystal Dynamics, the studio still going today and probably best known for the Tomb Raider reboot, and this was in fact their first title, I believe. It was developed over a period of 21 months alongside the development of the 3DO hardware, and upon release it was highly praised by the press, especially for its visuals, which, as you can see by this, are a notch above pretty much anything that could be achieved on the main competition at the time, which was the 16-bit consoles such as the Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. Now, I'm not going to say Gex is the best playing platform game ever, because it isn't, but it is the best playing platform game on the 3DO. Not that it has a huge amount of competition in that area, but it is a wonderfully fun game to play. Now, I'm not particularly good at platform games, as this wonderful gameplay footage can probably show you, but I still enjoy it. It's a fun game. It's well worth picking up if you can. It does seem to go for quite a high price these days. You're usually looking at somewhere between £25 and £30, which, given its relative commonality, being one of the best sellers for the system and a packing title at one point, does make you wonder whether some people are just cashing in on the title's reputation as being a killer app for the 3DO. Personally, I think it is worth the money, and a bit of clever shopping around on eBay and other such sites should find you a copy for less. Now, I'm not going to say anything about the Saturn or PlayStation versions because I've not played them, but you know, the gameplay here is solid, and it's definitely worth it. I'd say this is a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10 title. Definitely worth picking up if you are a 3DO owner. And that's it, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below to let me know what you thought. And if you have more interest in the Project Phoenix emulator, search through the channel and click on the Project Phoenix emulator review that I did. This is Learned Rob saying so long for now.